Hey guys, it's Neil from the Skullbusters, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to get gold in the Super License S-6. So we're at the trial mounting circuit and we're in the Shelby GT350R. So what I'll do is show you my settings first off before we get started. So if you want to copy mine, by all means, you might find it a bit different for yourself. So the traction I put on 3, counter steering assistance I put on strong. The other thing is I like to offset my ghost. So I only needed just over 4/10 basically. So I offset my ghost for a second. So I knew if I got anywhere near the ghost or got beyond it, I was going to beat it by a second. So yeah, I'd recommend doing that. This track, it's not too bad. You've just got to make sure, obviously, you're keeping as much speed through each corner as possible and going as fast as you can, because obviously you've got quite a few long straights, so it's about carrying the right speed consistently through the corners, and especially on the exits of the big long straights. What I'll do is I've put a slow-mo in of this lap, and I'll talk you through that rather than talking you through this one. So this is my best lap. I think it took me about 15 minutes to get gold on this one. Some of you might struggle, might do it in one, you never know. But yeah, some people might struggle with it. So maybe if you copy my setup, use my breaking points where I'll tell you my method, and hopefully that'll help you achieve gold. The car itself is quite powerful, but it feels quite heavy, especially like manoeuvring into corners, turning, that type of thing, especially on the brakes. So it's not as sharp and responsive as other cars, but it is powerful. Like I say, it just feels really heavy to handle, to be honest, and like even just to move into a corner, so it just feels like you've got to keep like braking so that you just get the correct racing line. But that's all I found with it. The important one is these 2 corners at the end, I'd say. I didn't quite nail them, so I could have gone even faster, to be honest, but obviously I got through these quite decent, I'd say, enough to I beat the gold. I think, what was it, 6/10? I think it was, yeah. No, not 6/10, 4/10. So yeah, like I say, I've put a slow-mo in, and I'll talk you through that, my braking points, racing line, where to lift and coast into each corner, where to carry speed, etc, etc. So let's start with that now, and I'll talk you through. So obviously off the starting line here, the first corner, it's the whole point of this is really, with this car, I say, is brake early and lift and coast and let the car do the work. So you're braking early on this before you even get into the corner. So brake once, lift off the gas and let the car roll, back on the gas and then off the gas, and then same again for this corner. So you're kind of going flat out, but you're not touching the brake, which that's the important part. If you touch your brake, you're going to lose a lot of speed. So you just lift and coast. The thing you want to do here is brake now, just before the tunnel, and keep it tight to the inside of this hairpin, and then swinging out to the right hand side. Careful not to go out onto the grass, and then you're swinging back to the left. Pinch a bit of the curb if you can, and then brake early again into the corner. Try and hug it as tight as you can, but not too tight to clip the curb. There is a curb there, so be careful of it, and watch that curb on the exit. And then keeping it tight to the left, not to hit that curb. Brake early, off the gas, let the car roll round until you feel like you can bang on the throttle So like now, go for it. So when the car kind of straightens up, and then again, same again, brake early, now, under the tunnel, off the gas, halfway round, and then like now, go for the accelerator, because your car's kind of like straightened up. If you went early with the accelerator, the back end of the car will kind of like step out, and you'll lose a load of time and a load of speed. So it's just waiting for the right moment to go for that accelerator. So it's a big long straight, hairpins at the end, heavy braking, but you want to brake late, but not too late, obviously. It's quite a deceiving bend, because it feels like you could get away with braking lightly, but you really can't, not in this car. So if you keep to the right hand side, you're looking for the curb, just before the curb, brake now, heavy, you're dropping down to about third gear, I'd say, off the gas, and let it roll. If you feel like you need to just a little touch of the brake, obviously to get control of it, do so, and then back on halfway round for the gas. And if you need to swing out the right on there, just be careful you don't hit the right hand side. I think I took quite enough speed quite through there. From the left hand side, just lift off the gas slightly and then back on. You could do it flat out, but just to stay in control of the car, just lift a little bit. And then this one, you're braking early again, into the bend, aim for the apex, off the gas, let the car roll halfway around, go for the throttle again. And then what you do is, again, move over to the right hand side. This is a heavy braker, this one. It looks, again, it's a bit deceiving. So you're braking early into the corner, off the gas, let the car roll round, aim for the apex, and then back on the gas like now as you straighten the car up. This is the one where I kind of over braked, I'd say, these last two corners. Maybe you could do it obviously faster than me, but a goal to goal, the win's a win. So I braked early. I still recommend braking early there, but probably not as long as I should have. I should have lifted off the brake, let the car roll, take a bit, not too much of that apex, swing it back out to the left, a little touch of the brake, or I'll try and let the car roll round it on itself, depending on the speed that you're carrying through that first corner, and then obviously then it's to the finish. So I hope this guide helps. If it did, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.